Hello, my Leo suns and risings. Oh my goodness, aren't you guys the lucky ones? So, first of all, this is all about the Neptune transit from Pisces into Aries. And this is going to be moving into your wonderful, adventurous, fabulous, optimistic, soul searching house of adventure and travel, the ninth house. How fortunate for you. Now, Neptune is all about spirituality. And when it drifts into Aries, it's really going to activate this like philosophical world adventure house for the first time since 1875. So it's been a time there, right? And this is could really the Neptune is dreamy and not very practical. It's all about spirituality, and this so fitting into the night into that ninth house is going to be just like a glove for you. It's going to be wonderful. It's in Don't be surprised if you start to really feel a deep longing for adventure and experiences, anything that it expands your spirituality, your soul, your mind. It kind of reminds me of about the story of Gloria Steinem when she was a young girl. She just took off on a pilgrimage to India that changed her life. Don't be surprised if suddenly out of the blue you set off on some kind of pilgrimage that's going to expand your life. It could be climbing mountains, it could also be education, because that's another ninth house activity. So you could go back to school and study things having to do with health and wellness, or any kind of philosophical subject. Or but set sail for a voyage, no matter what kind it is, even if it's a stay-at-home voyage of reading. This is a Leo. This is a major time for you to really let your visionary side roam wild. Now, the first part of this Neptune transit is only going to last until October 22nd of this year. Then it's going to retrograde back into Pisces, but then it's going to go permanently back into Aries for the rest of the 13 years. So, but this is going to be our preview. But do check out my first video about the overview, because it's going to tell you about how strong these initial few months in Aries are going to be for all of us. But this is going to last until 2039. Over the next 10 years, your dreams could lead you to a new field of study, or a move. You might decide to move overseas. You might decide to move to Canada or Italy or Ireland. But with Neptune in the picture, not everything. That's another thing just to be cautious about. Neptune is known as the planet of rose-colored glasses. And so make sure before you make those moves, before you make these things, really keep your eyes wide open. Do your research, vet your information. One thing about the ninth house is it has a tendency to be the house of people who follow gurus, or people who follow leaders who might be cult kind of leaders. That's the only little thing you got to kind of watch out for. Stay skeptical, stay aware of anyone who's too charismatic, a little sketchy, or if you have your family members going, listen to the family members, at least the wise ones that you know that you can trust. Because yes, it's good to explore spirituality, but sometimes there are people that are a little sketchy. So it's important to be cautious with this kind of cycle. But it also drives you towards service. It's a wonderful placement for people who write, or who are in the media or in education, where your leadership can really shine and really inspire other people. Neptune in the ninth house is in a very inspirational placement. It really is going to push you to express your truth, to express it without any apologies, to just be yourself and step up into a more influential role in everyone's life. So, you know, it might be, you might want to champion some kind of rights, like women's rights or something like that. This might be something that you might be feeling drawn towards. So keep your heart open and just connect with your purpose. It's all about connecting with your big picture life purpose and being adventurous and going out there. It's a soul adventure. It's an adventure of the soul, and it's an exciting time for you. So congratulations. It's a great placement.